Hey everyone, it's 𝓼𝍤🐣 here. Today I'm gonna be making tack sets again, something you all enjoy very much. The first tack set is gonna be matching with a friend. Go follow her on YouTube. Let's start! So for the first horse, we thought it would be fun to make matching horses. Luna came up with the idea to make this mismatched horse cereal themed because it's a mismatch. Before I start taking, here is another easy way to plan your horse if you're having trouble seeing the vision. Start with tacking your horse in a complete white base and take a picture. Put the picture into your drawing app and start mapping out your idea. Here is how I planned out both of our horses. You can always play around with colors and match the patterns and colors up that are available in-game. This horse was gifted by someone, so let's not wait any longer and let's start tacking him up. For the bridle and sadly I went with a baby pink color. I wanted to match up the colors used in the pink polka dots pattern. For the color palette I went with soft pastels and for some extra texture icy blue. For the face accessory I went with these ice cream head boppers. They match the vibe and the sweetness of the horse. To add more color into the face, icy blue cat-eye sunglasses will do. They are my favorite face accessory. I want to add some more yellow into the face, so this lantern will do. Here is where I want to introduce a pattern because it's still looking a bit bare. There are two versions of the polka dots pattern, so me and Luna thought it would be a perfect match. Let's add a surfboard in that pattern to make the pattern stand out more. For the bell boots I want to add a bit more yellow in the feet area, so pastel yellow bell boots will do. This is looking very cute. For the shoulder accessory I don't want to add more icy blue because we already have a saddle pad in that color. That's why this bow will do nicely. For the aura I think it will be fun to add a bit more pink. This peachy aura will fit perfectly. And that's the first tack set done. I love how pastel it looks. And the use of patterns and colors is just perfect. For the next set, I'm using this black tobiano coat from the Frisian. I have already dyed the mane and tail before this in the seafoam fade. I want to go with a butterfly-inspired tack set. This is the butterfly I'm taking inspiration out of. I want to go with the color palette of blues and greens with a mix of white. For the tack, I want to go with some colors, so I'm using a coral blue bridle to match with the dye. This matches well and makes the green in the dye stand out a bit more. For the saddle, I was gonna go with a coral blue saddle, but I wanted to change this up. So that's why I went for a pearly green saddle. The green pearl matches well with the green in the dye. For the saddle pad, I want to add in a pattern. So this light blue gingham will do perfectly and makes the whole pop a bit more. I want to do the same with the bell boots to add some pattern as well. Now because we already have blue bells boots, I want to add more pearly green at the feet. That's why I think pearly green polo wraps will fit well. Of course, I want to show that this tack set is inspired by butterflies. That's why I think these antennae will fit perfectly. Now for the face, I want to add a bit more color. To add more green into the face, I'm using these cat-eye sunglasses. These sunglasses just fit with everything, don't they? This is turning out so very cute. Now for the mouth accessory, I want to add a bit more blue. But because we already have a lot of blue going on, I'm going to add a different shade of blue. Baby blue matches very well with coral blue. For the back accessory, I want to keep it natural, so that's why I'm adding a fabric white life ring. It matches well with the antennae. Now for the shoulder accessory, I want to add a bit of pearls, so this cute heart shield will do. I maybe want to try and get a fabric white one. I added a blue fade orb aura and am in love with how the tack set turned out. I named her after the butterfly, Morphe. She is one of my new favorites now. For the last tack set of this video, I went for the new coat that was recently added. I already dyed her mane and tail because I'm going for a colorful coral reef look and to give it that summer vibes. For the bridle, I'm going with a pumpkin orange color. This matches the mid-tone in the hair dye. For the saddle, I want to add a pop of color. So I want to add a fresh watermelon green color. I don't want it to be too boring and plain, so that's why I'm adding a summary pattern. This river's anchors matches well with the vibe. Of course, I usually add more items of the same pattern, so I want to add a tiny pop of blue in the feet. It's not overpowering the rest and still looks nicely. For the leg accessory, I think it would be fun to add some water wings, giving it more of the summer vibes. For the face accessory, I was really struggling to add a matching accessory. I would have loved to use a sun hat, but the ones I had didn't really match. That's why I went with the beret. It still matches and it looks cute. Next up is the face accessory. To indicate that a coral reef is underwater, I want to add a scuba mask. The pastel red scuba mask matches surprisingly well with the other colors. Now for the mouth accessory, I wanted to add more watermelon green. So far, only the saddle is green, so that's why. This is looking very cute. We are almost done. For the back accessory, I got just the thing, this coral orange life ring. For the shoulder accessory, I almost went with an anchor shield, but these usually clip very annoyingly. That's why I went for a simple pastel orange heart shield. And lastly, the aura. The best aura for this tack set would be the beachy orb aura. The name says it all. And this is how the last tack set turned out. I'm seriously in love with how she turned out. I named her Laguna, and she's just adorable. And that was all for this tack set making video. Again, I really enjoy making these videos because they are so fun to do, but they do take a lot of time. If you have any ideas on what kind of tack set you would like to see next, comment them down below. Of course, I would love to hear your opinions on this tack set making video. That's all for now. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.